A Shadow Over the Rising Sun, written by Jake Adelstein, Tokyo Vice, an American reporter in the Japanese police section. They move in the shadows of Japan's vibrant, neon-lit streets, their presence feared and respected. The Yakuza, Japan's organized crime syndicate, is an enigma shrouded in centuries-old tradition. Their influence permeates legitimate businesses, political circles, and even the entertainment industry. This is the story of their terrifying truths, a journey into the heart of darkness that lurks beneath the surface of Japanese society. Roots in the feudal era, the birth of the Yakuza. To understand the Yakuza, we need to go back to feudal Japan, a time when the country was divided into numerous domains ruled by powerful warlords. It was an era dominated by samurai and strict social hierarchies where honor and duty were paramount. From the ranks of gamblers, street peddlers, and masterless samurai known as ronin, emerged groups that would become the forerunners of the modern Yakuza. These groups, often operating outside the law, developed their own codes of conduct and rituals, emphasizing loyalty, honor, and a sense of brotherhood among its members. The seeds of the Yakuza were sown in this crucible of social upheaval and unrest, where the rigid social order left many marginalized. The Tokugawa shogunate, which ruled Japan for over 2 centuries, attempted to bring order to the land through strict governance and control. However, the Yakuza, with their deep roots in the underbelly of society, proved remarkably resilient, finding ways to operate in the shadows. They adapted to changing times, finding ways to thrive even under the watchful eye of the authorities, often forming alliances and navigating the complex social landscape. This ability to adapt and survive would become a defining characteristic of the Yakuza, allowing them to weather political storms, navigate societal shifts, and emerge stronger over the centuries. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fascinating content about the Yakuza and other intriguing topics. Let's continue. The Yakuza's influence in Japan, a complex relationship. The relationship between the Yakuza and Japanese society is complex and multifaceted, often shrouded in mystery and contradiction. On one hand, they are feared for their brutality, their criminal enterprises, and their ability to strike fear into the hearts of many. On the other hand, they are sometimes seen as protectors of traditional values and providers of essential services in times of need, stepping in where the government may fail. This duality has allowed the Yakuza to weave themselves into the fabric of Japanese life, making their presence felt at all levels of society, from the shadows to the forefront. Their influence is far-reaching, touching upon various aspects of daily life and business. They have managed to integrate themselves into the economic and social structures, making their presence difficult to separate. Their influence can be seen in the entertainment industry, where they are known to control talent agencies and production companies, shaping the careers of many. This control extends to behind-the-scenes operations, affecting decisions and outcomes within the industry. They have infiltrated the construction and real estate sectors, using intimidation and violence to secure contracts and lucrative projects. Their presence in these industries often leads to a climate of fear and coercion, making it challenging for legitimate businesses to operate. Even the world of politics is not immune to their reach, with some politicians allegedly having ties to Yakuza groups, further complicating efforts to combat their influence. These alleged connections create a web of corruption and power that is difficult to untangle. This deep-rooted influence makes tackling Yakuza crime a daunting task, often requiring a delicate balancing act between law enforcement and social stability. The challenge lies in addressing the criminal activities while maintaining social order, a task that requires strategic planning and community cooperation. Behind the curtain, unveiling Yakuza operations. The Yakuza operate with a level of secrecy and discipline that rivals legitimate corporations. They have a hierarchical structure with a clear chain of command and codes of conduct that govern their actions. At the helm of each syndicate is the Oyabun, the patriarchal figure who commands absolute loyalty. Below him are layers of lieutenants and foot soldiers, each with their own specific roles and responsibilities within the organization. This structured approach has allowed the Yakuza to maintain their grip on power for generations. Their criminal activities are vast and varied, encompassing drug trafficking, extortion, gambling, and loan sharking. They have also been linked to human trafficking and money laundering operations that extend far beyond Japan's borders. The Yakuza are masters of adaptation, constantly evolving their methods to stay one step ahead of law enforcement. They exploit legal loopholes, cultivate relationships with corrupt officials, and utilize technology to their advantage. Shocking tales from Japan's underbelly. The annals of Yakuza history are filled with tales of violence, intrigue, and shocking brutality. These stories, often shrouded in mystery, reveal a darker side of Japan that many are unaware of. One such story involves the infamous Yamaguchi-gumi, Japan's largest and most powerful Yakuza syndicate. Their influence is far-reaching, impacting various aspects of Japanese society. In the 1980s, the group was involved in a bloody gang war that terrorized the nation. This period was marked by unprecedented violence and chaos. The streets ran red with the blood of rivals as the Yamaguchi-gumi asserted their dominance over their enemies. Innocent bystanders often found themselves caught in the crossfire. This conflict, known as the Yamaichi War, left an indelible mark on Japan's public consciousness, a stark reminder of the Yakuza's capacity for violence. The war's outcome saw a significant shift in the power dynamics within the criminal underworld. Another chilling tale revolves around the Yakuza practice of yubitsume, the ritualistic amputation of a finger as a form of atonement for mistakes. This brutal act is not just a punishment but a deeply ingrained tradition. This gruesome practice, rooted in the samurai tradition of honor and sacrifice, serves as a constant reminder of the consequences of disobedience within the Yakuza ranks. It is a testament to their unwavering adherence to their code. The severed finger, often presented to the oyabun as a symbol of remorse, is a testament to the Yakuza's unwavering commitment to their distorted code of honor. This act of atonement is both a personal sacrifice and a public declaration of loyalty and regret. A ritual and tradition, the Yakuza Code. Despite their criminal activities, the Yakuza adhere to a strict code of conduct known as jingi. This code emphasizes loyalty, honor, and obedience to superiors. It also dictates how Yakuza members should conduct themselves in public, forbidding them from revealing their affiliations or involving civilians in their dealings. This adherence to tradition, however warped it may seem, is a key factor in the Yakuza's longevity. New recruits undergo elaborate initiation ceremonies, often involving the consumption of sake and the exchange of blood. These rituals serve to bind the members to the organization and reinforce the importance of loyalty and obedience. The Yakuza also have their own distinctive full-body tattoos, known as irezumi. These intricate designs, often depicting mythical creatures and scenes from Japanese folklore, serve as badges of honor and mark the wearer as a member of the Yakuza Brotherhood. The Yakuza in the modern age, shifting sands. The 21st century Yakuza are facing unprecedented challenges. Japan's economic downturn, coupled with increased police pressure, has weakened their grip on power. Traditional sources of income, such as gambling and extortion, are drying up, forcing the Yakuza to seek new avenues for profit. This has led some groups to delve deeper into white-collar crime, such as stock manipulation and cybercrime, where the risks are lower and the potential rewards are far greater. However, the Yakuza's ability to adapt and survive should never be underestimated. They are masters of reinvention, always seeking new ways to exploit the weaknesses of the system. As Japan grapples with an aging population and shrinking economy, it is likely that the Yakuza will find new opportunities to exploit these vulnerabilities. The Yakuza's global reach, international tentacles. While deeply entrenched in Japanese society, the Yakuza are not confined by national borders. They have established connections with criminal organizations around the world, engaging in drug trafficking, arms smuggling, and money laundering on a global scale. Their reach extends from the bustling streets of Southeast Asia to the glittering casinos of Las Vegas, a testament to their ambition and ruthlessness. The Yakuza's international connections have attracted the attention of law enforcement agencies worldwide, who are now working together to dismantle these transnational criminal networks. However, the Yakuza's ability to operate across borders, exploiting differences in legal systems and leveraging cultural nuances, makes combating their operations a complex and challenging endeavor. fighting back the shadows, law enforcement and resistance. The Japanese government has been cracking down on organized crime, implementing strict laws and dedicating significant resources to dismantle the Yakuza. Specialized police units have been established to target Yakuza activities, and there has been a concerted effort to cut off their funding sources and weaken their influence. These efforts have met with some success, with several high-profile Yakuza figures arrested and convicted in recent years. However, the Yakuza are resilient and resourceful, and they have proven adept at circumventing legal hurdles. The fight against the Yakuza is a constant battle, a cat-and-mouse game that requires vigilance and a deep understanding of the organization's inner workings. The future of the Yakuza. An uncertain destiny. The future of the Yakuza remains uncertain. They are facing pressures both from within and outside their organization. Police crackdowns, shrinking membership, and changing social attitudes threaten their very existence. However, their ability to adapt and survive, honed over centuries, should not be underestimated. Will the Yakuza be relegated to the history books, their reign of terror finally brought to an end? Or will they find new ways to adapt and thrive in the 21st century, their shadowy influence continuing to cast a veil over Japanese society? Only time will tell.